So, previously, on our Lost Age Randomizer adventure, I'll be honest with you all, it's been so long, I can't remember exactly what we did. Something tells me it wasn't really that important though. We're kinda at the part of the game where I'm just scrapping along, looking for any sort of new lead, and starting to get a little desperate doing so. Doesn't help that with this post-commentary, I have the power of hindsight, several episodes ahead, and let's just say, we're gonna be on a bit of a wild goose chase for these next few parts. Everything I left in is stuff that I probably would have done eventually anyways, but dang, now that I know where the one major thing that'll actually let me make significant progress is, I feel so dumb of how obvious it was. I won't spoil what it is here, but just I bring this up so you all have assurance that no matter how clueless and all over the place I feel these next few parts, you can have assurance knowing that I figure out where it is eventually, and once we get caught up in the live stream of where all that stuff happens, I'll be sure to share with you all exactly what I missed. Have fun guessing in the comments and seeing if you can tell what it is already. I forget if I actually shared it on a community post or not. If not, I guess at least this is a guessing game that we can play in the comments. After all, comments are good for YouTube, so why not encourage them? Hopefully I don't live to regret that though. Anyways, this is way more than enough ample talking for the intro. Let's jump right into the action. Well, that's it. What about the place with the drawers and all that? Is that here, or did I go too far north? Yeah, I didn't recognize it growing up, but they flat out have drawers in Golden Sun. I thought they were just pretty short people, but from what I remember from videos and looking back on it, I'm starting to think that maybe they're not just short, maybe there's a little more to them than that. I mean, I guess while we're up here, we can see if there's a wall blocking the way. If so, then I might be in for some trouble, because I'm running out of places to check, and we still need Cyclone, Growth, and Hover, before I feel confident that we can actually make any more progress towards the end game. Good lord, this is a long maze, just to end up disappointed at the end. Yeah. Crane, come look at this, there's a huge ice wall blocking our path. At least we get to see new dialogue. Well, we can't do something about that wall, we're not going any further. Don't we have a energy that's pretty much made for grinding large things our way? Apparently ice doesn't count. Well, at least I can retreat out of here. I'm not sure if that's a randomizer exclusive feature or if you could do that at the vanilla game. I hope it's the latter. Well, let's go see if we can find Dwarf Town. Because we can't do anything in Magma Rock until we get Lift. We can't do anything in the Jupiter Lighthouse. Well, we can't even get to Prox until we get that cannon, which we need to do Magma Rock in order to get. Just like I'm gonna need another clue. Is this cave anything of importance? This seems new, but it just seems like it goes down pointlessly. Huh. That's not a water of life, right? My eyes aren't playing tricks on me. This is actually the Sea God's Tear. And we need Carrie. Cool, that's right, we're missing that one too. What even is this room? I don't even remember this room ever existing. And yet there's a random synergy item, or that's not even a synergy item, but I need that in order to actually do anything in the dungeon. Man, we haven't even found one of the 3 prongs that form the trident. All this time exploring all these lands, and we haven't even found that. Ugh. I don't know, like, I was feeling pretty good about going onwards with the stream, but okay, at least it shows up on the map so we can fast travel to it later. The cavern. A cavern. Oh, but where is Dwarf Town? Surely that's in the strategy guide. Oh, okay. No, we've been actually... Wow, and they even mine for stuff. Unfortunately, we can't do anything with these guys until we get the magma rock. Oh, remember when I was talking about that fungus that we needed to Ginny? The sad part is that there's 2. One that's completely pointless except for fortune telling, and one they actually need for Ginny. And they're the exact same mushroom minus their color. I don't remember which one's which. Well, maybe if I just tap, it'll work. What if I put a nut? Nuts are pretty... Game won't even humor me. Well, surely I got something that's as durable as a random ball of fire. Like, this helmet's probably pretty rough. Pretty strong. Alright, let me see if there's even anything I can do here. Seems like I can cross the wall. I can get a slightly better idea of what's beyond the wall. But yeah, they probably won't let me climb on the wall because that wall is supposed to break. And it just leads to a cliff anyways. Alright, how do I get to this Ginny? Surely I'd be able to do that. Alright, this should be almost as close to the end game as we can get without literally being in procs. There's gotta be something that can rival the equipment that we've forged here. No, but I can probably get the last of the synergy crystals. And a mist potion. This is probably the most time we've actually spent in this town ever. So it's kind of nice. Kind of nice to get a feel for... What I was saying, it's kind of nice to get a feel for what this town's really like. Oh, there's probably like places to scoop. Oh, sir. Can you like move 2 inches down? Even slightly? No, it's fine. I guess if you really don't want to, I'll try to work around you. You know, I give up. You probably move in a cutscene or something. If you're only here for the cannon, you can forget about it. Sounds rough, buddy. Sounds like you had. This is gonna bother me. Well, at least I have an ability that lets me see things that are hidden. We brought the cannon up here, but don't have any ammunition. Yeah, well, you can figure out how to break down this wall. It's all yours. Good to know. Ah! There's no way this actually has anything good, but I'll take any validation for my time at this point. Even a crystal powder. Alright, time to check the guide. Climb up the vine behind the wall that you took down with the cannon. Of course. There is absolutely nothing I can do in this place until I get the magma ball. Great. Whew. I'm sorry if it sounds like my patience are running thin. I don't think it's anger as much as it is desperation and fear of having absolutely no idea what I can even do next. The problem is, all stream I have gotten nothing that really opens up the way, that would open up the way to somewhere I've already been. I know where they were, or I know where the game implies they are, or I mean, you'll see what I mean. Assuming that it's still in the state that it shows up. But I was thinking if I go back to the very beginning of the game, it'll tell me where... No, it just turns back to the normal map. Cool. So there's Lemuria, which I can't do until I get the Trident. I haven't even found a single prong yet. Why is the swamp just so obtusely... Here we go. That's right, the swamp is kind of like right next to everything else. And really, for some reason I thought you needed growth for the swamp, but I'm not seeing it listed in the guide. I see move, I see whirlwind, I see scoop. My god, if there's something in the swamp and I could get... Here. There it is. That's the use of Vine that I'm thinking of, and there's uses of Cyclone as well. But, yeah, I can't get into the Magma section until I have growth. But how many, if any, items can I get in between there and when I get blocked by growth? Because it looks like it's soon. Well, looks like there is a cookie. You know what? Screw it. I could just stand here looking at this guide all day and not get anywhere. I kind of have a feeling that it's gonna be in vain. But let me go to the swamp, because that's the one area on this map that I can think of that I haven't touched yet. Oh, and Gaia Rock, but I was avoiding Gaia Rock for similar reasons as I was avoiding the swamp for. Not being sure how far, if anywhere, I could get into it without growth. Then again, like, the use for growth isn't as vital, but I thought it would be needed to some degree. Well, I don't have enough time. We're already at like 2.5 hours just from stumbling around trying to figure out where to go next. I'll make a mental note about Gaia Rock, and that'll be a good way to start off the next stream, just so we actually have something exciting to do. Swamp, where are you? I'm sorry I've been ignoring you. Can you just show yourself? Pretty please? Pretty please with sugar on top? I'd like to just do you real quick and end off the stream. Don't make me use the speed up button. I've been trying to be authentic. Here I am, just genuinely walking to the area that I suspect that the swamp is at. Even if I wasn't actively ignoring it, you couldn't really blame me for missing this. But cause like, how would one find this place without literally running around everywhere? Is there... Oh, here it is. I say, well, at least we got good music to listen to. But god, I forgot I don't even think the song gives us that luxury. Rest in peace, Random Stump. It was nice knowing ya. Now, if I could just get one synergy item before ending off the stream. It's bad enough that we pretty much went the entire last stream without getting something. Oh, speaking of something. Hey. Tearstone. You got some gall. Sharing the same name as the sea god Tyr. I know it's not anything too big there. This is an interesting concept for a quote-unquote dungeon. Don't drown? I mean, technically Don't Drown was the theme of Mercury Lighthouse, but it's different here. Alright. Wow, don't... Oh my god. And you have to go send me all the way back. If I can make that diagonal, I should be able to make this no problem. So why did it not work? Whatever. I'll come back to it. I'm not sure if I have the patience to try that several times over. Up here. Here. See what happens. See what's around here. If anything of note. Well, it's not the way I wanted to go. Specifically because of that sprout. But this does look like a way I could go, and I'll take anything at this point. Stuff that I can't do until I get Cyclone. Fantastic. I think it's just a Mimic. Or at least the Cyclone equivalent of a Mimic. So it's not even like I'm missing out too much without Cyclone at this point. Let's push you here. Oh, that's right. I think this is like part of a puzzle to get a Ginny. I was hoping for more of a consolation for more of a prize than a Ginny. Not gonna lie, but I will take it. Come on, I know you're gonna... There we go. Alright, come on down, friend. And I was gonna say, here I come after ya. But guess who screwed that up? Alright. I was gonna... Yeah, of course it wouldn't be the one I naturally fall on. That's why I was trying to push forward. At least I know it's not that one. Shoot, was it this one I fell or the one after? Well, let's find out! Oh, thank goodness. Wait, you're a Ginny in a dungeon. I mean, this is pretty early game compared to the places I've been. We'll be done with this thing in one turn. We might even be done in this attack. Nah. I guess I was pushing my luck a little. Just a little. Alright. I can't believe the randomizer's been hiding all the Mercury Ginnies away from me. Like, Shabia's just become a smorgasbord of everything else. Actually, here we go. This at least gives us a little diversity. Now, the problem is to try and remember if there's anything else I can do in this place. Excuse me. Because I'll take even one item check at this point. Unfortunately, I think I've exhausted everything in that little cave area. I think I need access to growth before I can do anything else over here. Which means I gotta figure out what I was doing wrong before. Let's get reset, dash on over. Do I have enough space to make that? Nope. Might be able to run down. Yeah, that works. This is kind of where I want to be. Anyways. Only to get some worthless crystal powder. Like, let me check before we end off, because we are overdue to ending the stream anyways. I'm gonna check Gaia Rock real quick, just to see how far I can go, how much I can pick up before I need growth. Or at least before where the game requires me to go. Right, there's the dancing idol, there's at least one chest just from climbing all the way up. Ironically, Whirlwind is used a bit more in here than Growth, even though it's the Earth Rock. Then there's the underground section once you get the Dancing Idol. Oh, speaking of ironically using Wind more than Earth, I forgot that Cyclone is another synergy that you need for this place. See, this is why I wasn't going to the rock for so long. Well, unfortunately, I just can't think of anything else we can do. Guess there's that. Like, we probably can't get into where the treasures are until doesn't look like we can really explore much of that area until we set Briggs free, which doesn't happen until we clean up the boat, which we can't do until we get Burst, which who knows where in the world that is. And already done everything I can in Uzmo. Did I get? How do you even get to this area with Lash? Because I might not have had that last time, but there's also no item checks in the Palo Isle, so Matt, it's like the only lead I have is to try going to Gaia's Rock, but it doesn't look too promising because there's so much of Gaia Rock that we can't do until we have Cyclone and probably Growth. Ironically, more so Cyclone. But if I can remember, I'll check in between streams. I think we've at least gone to every other dungeon that we can go into at this time. We've gone as deep into them as we can possibly go. It's kind of a sad note to end off the stream on, but maybe some rest is what I need. Well, this episode may seem a bit short, especially before I add on the intro and the outro, but this is where the stream recording ends, and since we begin the next episode taking on a new dungeon, I don't think I can find much of a better place to naturally end this particular episode. So thank you all for tuning in for the next edition of Golden Sun: The Lost Age. Next time on our adventures, let's go to Gaia Rock and cross our fingers that something of value will be in the little bit of area that we can explore of this place. My god, we can't come across growth and cyclones soon enough. Until then though, take care.